Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Scotland Stadium, the home of Glasgow Warriors, as they take on Gwalia Lightning in round 8 of the Celtic Challenge. The two sides met in round 4 in Glamorgan, with Gwalia Lightning coming out on a 31-26, but such a close match in the last play of the game. Glasgow are sitting 5th after their first win of the competition against Edinburgh last Saturday and will be aiming for back-to-back wins. Gwalia are 3rd and will want to keep the pressure on the Wolfhounds and the Clovers at the top by registering their 6th win of the competition today. A real tussle awaits. And it's Glasgow Warriors against Gwalia Lightning in round 8 of the Celtic Challenge competition. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by Sarah Law, Scotland cap. Sarah, we're standing in a bit of a wind tunnel here.
Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up in the sort of 15-20 minutes that we've been standing around watching the warm-ups. It might be a big factor today. There's a couple of really good kickers on both sides, and they've been sort of building their kicking game as the competition's gone, so it'll be interesting to see how that wind affects that kicking game and the way they want to play today.
You mentioned the kickers there, so Brian McNamara specifically for Glasgow Warriors and Caris Hughes for Gwalia Lightning, sort of really topping the points charts for them, are real effective and attacking weapons for both of them. Yeah,
I think they're sort of 4th and 5th in the point scoring chart at the moment, and kicking's been a big contributor for both of them in that. I think it's been really good for Gwalia and Glasgow. They've had a couple of really close games where their kickers have stepped up and kept them in a game, and given them those opportunities to win things in the last play, and that's been really important for them going forward. I expect them both to be kicking well again today. You've seen a couple in the warm-ups, particularly with the wind, kicking from a decent distance as well. So I suspect they'll be stepping up to the plate again today.
Yeah, it was 31-26 the last time down in Glamorgan, so really expecting another close one today. And join us shortly for kick-off. Thanks a lot, Sarah. Hi, I'm delighted to say I'm joined by Lindsay Smith, head coach of Glasgow Warriors. Lindsay, a historic win for the club last week against Edinburgh. What pleased you most about the win?
Yeah, it was a brilliant result last weekend, and for me, I'm just really pleased for the players. They've worked incredibly hard over the last 13-14 weeks, and that was a full squad effort on Saturday last week. So to get that result, to get it at home as well, and to get it over Edinburgh rivals was probably that little bit sweeter as well. But it was a full team effort. Defensively, we stood up, and I think that's probably what I'm most proud of, is that defensive efforts that we could then turn into an attack.
And again, speaking of close matches as well, the last time you played Gwalia, your opponents today in round 4, it went right down to the wire, 31-26. How are you looking at things today and to turn that result around? Such a close match.
Yeah, no, definitely down there. It was a pretty challenging game. Both teams played well in areas of the game, but they edged us out. They defended really well. Their goal line D was pretty impressive. That's definitely something that we've worked on. What do we do when we get into that gold zone? And I think you've seen that in our performances over the last couple of weeks, that we've proved we can score points, we can score some pretty nice tries, but it's we've got to take our chances. We've got to remain focused when we get into that gold zone. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today.
Great stuff. And just in terms of the changes, just 2 changes, quite a settled side, 2 changes in the starting. Poppy Fletcher coming in at 1 and Ailey McGilvray at 7. Just talk us your thoughts on those 2 changes.
Yeah, Poppy Fletcher had come back from a bit of a kind of lengthy layoff for injury, so we just want to gradually return her into the squad. She's been in and around the squad since the start, but now she's getting the opportunity to play. So she came off the bench. She did well with the game time that she got last week, and it's also about balancing our squad. We've got, we're at the kind of tail end of the season now. It's been a long season, so it's just trying to balance our squad and manage people's load a little bit more as well.
Absolutely great stuff, and you touched on it there. Gwalia are sort of becoming, it's their DNA, their trademark, held up on the line. In terms of your attack, 6 tries last week. How are you looking to get round their held up mentality on the line and prove fruitful for your attack?
Yeah, I think one of our main strengths is our ability to move the ball. We've got some exciting backs out there, but we've also got a forward pack that are comfortable moving the ball. So for us, so we stick to our processes, move the ball as much as we can, and try and strike in the right areas.
Great, Lindsay. We'll have a great match today. Good luck.
Thanks, Heather.
I'm delighted to say I'm joined by Cat Nicholas McLaughlin. First time at Scots and Cat, welcome.
Thank you.
Head coach of Gwalia Lightning today. Match against Glasgow Warriors. Last week though, 2 weeks ago, really tight match against the Wolfhounds. How did you use that in training, the closeness of that? What did you put into training? What you learned from that?
We've certainly looked at the physicality that we can bring as a young team, and I think the Wolfhounds game has certainly given us confidence in that area, and that we're able to match teams maybe a little bit older and more experienced with that physical aspect. So certainly an area we want to bring in over the next few matches.
That's great. And then just in terms of today, playing Glasgow Warriors at Scotland for the first time, you played them in round 4. That was a close match as well, right to the wire. What are you expecting this time out?
I think Glasgow have grown with every game, and as you said, it was very, very close. So we were expecting a really tight battle today, and I think especially last week against Edinburgh, Glasgow showed how their attacking game has grown on with their tip game. So we're most certainly up for that challenge, and we're aware and respectful of what Glasgow can bring to the table today.
Great. In terms of changes to your starting lineup, just want to hear your thoughts on that. You have changes in the forwards and the backs.
Yeah, I think a few players from an injury perspective, we've forced our hand with changes, but also within our team, we've always said that we wanted to go across a 10-game series, and it's that physicality and different players for different games that we've been privileged enough to be able to select.
Yeah, obviously you've got Riches in the back row with Gwen Ann Hopkins and Bryony King at captain, and you've switched them around from between 6 and 8, and that's so good to have that from a coaching point perspective.
Yeah, certainly. I think with the new laws at the back of the scrum, then Bryony has great speed off the back of the scrum, and it gives her an opportunity to see that. But it's also about the development of players from on a national perspective, you know, allowing them to see what they can offer, the different positions that they can bring to aid them in national selection in the future.
Great, especially with the Six Nations just around the corner. And just lastly, before you go, we were talking about there your on the line defence. The number of times you've held up teams, you know, they think they're in for the try, and you're holding them. I think it was 4 times the last time. So is that something you really practice and training, or what do you target?
It has become a little bit of a theme and something that we've become renowned for, and I think as a team we have players who have really bought into putting their bodies on the line, and holding teams up has become a little bit of a tactical area that we look at, especially when we're kind of 5 metres out. But I think it's a credit to our girls, that bravery they show to get their bodies under the ball, and our determination not to let them cross the whitewash.
Absolutely, total mindset. Well, good luck today. Have a great match. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Scotstoun Stadium for this round 8 clash between Glasgow Warriors and Gwalia Lightning. Wind's picking up a bit, as you see by the flag bearers down on the pitch, but looking forward to a great game. We're just getting up the round 8 fixtures. All 3 matches are on today. So we've got a live score from Parky Scarlets and Clonethley Clovers, 61-0 up in the second half, and that's a up-to-date score. And then we've got this match kicking off at 1 o'clock, Glasgow Warriors against Gwalia Lightning. And then to follow at 2 p.m. at the Hive Stadium in Edinburgh against the Wolfhounds, reigning champions. So exciting matchups here today. And how it will affect the league table at the end of all 3 matches after round 8 is complete. As you can see from the league table, Clovers winning 61-0 are on 31 points. The only match they have lost is their first round match against the Wolfhounds. And Wolfhounds currently sitting in second. Obviously they play Edinburgh this afternoon, and Gwalia third place playing against 5th place Glasgow Warriors, and Britton in 6th place with 1 win against Edinburgh. So it's exciting, especially at the top of the table, and Glasgow and Edinburgh will be looking to push up the table today from the matches this afternoon. So exciting matchups, and we'll give you live updates of the Clovers match as well as the games continue. Head coach Lindsay Smith has made 2 personnel changes to the starting side that won against Edinburgh last week. Poppy Fletcher takes up the loosehead position, having made her debut for Glasgow last week, joining Aisha Sutcliffe and Katie Lindsay in the front row. The effective second row partnership of Holland Bogan and Kate Yeomans continues. Highlands Aileen McGilvery comes in for the injured Gemma Bell at 7, with Freya Walker at 6 and Emily Cooper at 8. The back line is unchanged, with Mary McDonald and Katie Ainsworth as dynamic halfbacks, with Mary the match day captain as she was last time out against Gwalia. Last week's player of the match, Briar McNamara, confines with Orla Proctor in the centres, whilst try-scoring wingers Amy Evans and Emily Norville link up with Poppy Mellenby to form the back 3. Club captain Ailey Tucker provides front row cover this time out, and Sophie Price comes in at 20, having made her debut against the Wolfhound 3 weeks ago. Head coach Gwalia Lightning, Katrina Nicholas McLaughlin, has made 5 changes to her starting lineup, 3 personnel and 2 positional. The front row of Maisie Davis, Molly Wakely and Danielle DiNapoli continue from the Wolfhounds match. Paige Jones starts at 4 to combine with rising star Ilo Pearce in the second row. Internationalists Gwen-Anne Hopkins and Bryony King swap back row positions, with Gwen-Anne at 6 and Bryony captaining the side from 8, alongside 20s cap Catherine Stewart at 7. Shan Jones, who was captained last year's Six Nations against Scotland, starts at 9, with Gareth Hughes on 44 points at 10. Molly Anderson-Thomas comes back into the side at 12 to partner Kelsey Webster in the centres. There's an all-international back 3 of Caitlin Lewis, Gareth Williams-Morris and Jenny Hesketh. Jenny Scoville, who came off the bench against Australia in WXV2, provides the tight head cover. Try scorer last time against Glasgow, Roth Parry, comes in at 23. Wind's picking up. I'm delighted to be joined by Sarah Law in commentary. Sarah, wind's picking up a bit, we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Sort of going left to right as we look at the pitch at the moment. Not quite sure which team's going to be playing in that direction to begin with, but I think they'll be looking to use that wind to sort of pin their opposition into their 22 and build as many points with the wind as possible, because I think it's going to be tough trying to get out of your half against that wind. It's going to have to be a bit more running, evasion rather than looking to kick attacks today.
Yeah, especially the kickers, Brian McNamara and Karis Hughes for Gwalia Lightning. Both teams will be looking to them for the kicking. But just in terms of Glasgow Warriors over here at Scotstoun, a massive win for them against Edinburgh last week, Sarah.
Yeah, a huge win. I think we've seen sort of Glasgow building as the competition's going on, and last week they just came out with a bit more oomph and a bit more desire than an Edinburgh side, with plenty of solutions to the problems that Edinburgh presented them in round 1. It was really good to see, and they'll be buoyed going into this fixture against Gwalia today.
And there's Bryony King proudly leading out Gwalia. Big match for them today. First time that Gwalia have been at Scotstoun, and Mary McDonald proudly leading out Glasgow Warriors for the very first time. Second time she's been match day captain. First time was against Gwalia down in Glamorgan. Both sides will be just itching to get going and get this match underway.
Yeah, cheers, John. Thank you.
Briar McNamara, player of the match, ball in hand. Kicking into that win, Sarah.
Yeah, it looks like Glasgow are going to have the tough first half playing into the wind, but we spoke earlier about Glasgow being buoyed. This Gwalia team are also buoyed, and walking around the tunnel earlier, you could tell that there was excitement from both players rather than any kind of nervousness, so I think they'll both be really keen to get into this game.
Brian McNamara kicks us off. Kieran Stark is referee, with assistant referees Trace Caceres Fernandez and Stephen Ward. You see from that kick there already, it's going to be tough playing into that wind.
Yeah, dropped just short of the 10 metre line and hit grass. I think both teams will take a bit of time just to adjust.
What?
Yeah, Gwalia just managed to gather that ball, carry forward.
Yep.
Maisie Davis just looking to get her first touch on the ball. Been such a dynamic presence for Gwalia in all the matches so far. And Karis Hughes Got an excellent boot at her on 10, and that has a real run forward, playing with the wind. Just as we talked about, Sarah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're not talking about kicking all game today, although obviously I'd be fairly happy with that. But you can see straight away Shan Jones approaching into that ruck, already looking for the backfield space. Was it on for her in the end, passing back to a 10 partner who spots a gap in behind. So if you're looking for those opportunities, Glasgow might look to maybe stick 2.5 back in their backfield in this half. Just being aware that Gwalia are going to look to the corners whenever they can.
Aileen McGilvery doing well there from the line out, just gathering the ball, and a lovely tip on line there. Emily Kubra, one of the 3-day trainers, being nominated for the Six Nations squad. Just looking for get the passes together. Abby Evans, try scorer last week. Good leg drive by Abby Evans there. Again, ball just goes loose. Just, yeah, knock on there. Again, both sides just feeling their way and definitely playing into the wind. You're going to have to just get your passes right and your lines right and the timing right, Sarah.
Yeah, I think Glasgow probably chatted about this in the warm-up as well. But they'll definitely be needing to look for their run game a bit more to exit in this first half, playing into the wind. Nice to see them setting up pods and looking to move the ball straight away though, rather than just hit an easy first up runner. Really looking to play into those seams and the disconnects in Gwalia and take advantage of that.
It's a steady scrum there, and Bryony King just finding Anderson Thomas there, making a nice line. Ball comes out. Caris Hughes on the ball. Kelsey Webster. Caris Williams Morris. Welsh cap just manages to keep it. Kelsey Webster right into the 5 metre line. There's a big turnover for Glasgow Warriors, but Gwalia, they are showing just what they can do, given a steady scrum and getting the ball out wide, Sarah.
That's an excellent turnover. I think Poppy Millenby getting over the ball at the end there, stemming that attack. But yeah, straight away Gwalia getting to the wing and then looking to keep the ball alive in those wide channels as well. Glasgow need to be alive to that, but 1-0 to Glasgow in that defensive battle. Yeah,
huge turner for Glasgow Warriors there. Gwalia have got 9 internationalists there. Caris Williams Morris carrying in that wing and just showing her international pedigree there. Great take there by McGilvery. Might have been an overthrow, but tidying up nicely. And the turnover straight back. Gwalia really sharp over it. Just that loose line out ball. It's just keeping that breakdown tidy, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, I think that's 1-1, isn't it? Yeah, great back row, just getting right over the ball. Strong position. There's no way you're going to hit her off now, and she's given them a 5 metre opportunity.
Another opportunity, yeah, absolutely. Molly Wakely, and a great shake there by Paige Jones, and it's a rumble on. So good in the tight exchanges that we're practicing in the warm-up. Oh, it's been held up. Playing penalty advantage there. Another opportunity for Gwalia. Glasgow will have known just how dangerous Gwalia can be from the line out. Molly Wakely already got a try to her name in the hooker position.
Have a good sack it, but then need you out if it's not successful, okay?
Strong pack. Keris Hale, who's a Welsh internationalist, she's helping coach Captain Nicholas McLaughlin and has got them well drilled. 3 Mollies at hooker Gwalia have. This is Molly Wakely, Molly May Crab on the bench, and Molly Reardon at Welsh internationalist. She's injured at the moment, also an excellent hooker. And again, same line out ball. And they've got the rumble on, they've got the leg drive. Have they got the composure? Have they got the patience? And it goes out to Jones. Shan Jones. And it's a score for Shan Jones at scrum half. We talked about whether they had the patience there, and they do. And it's an excellent take by Shan Jones. Welsh internationalist, great performance last year. Got capped against Scotland last year in the Six Nations. And just as a great setup there, wasn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, really good setup from the ball. That initially looked like it was going to go all the way over, but just stopped short. And then it was all good lines, just able to snipe and work her way to the try line there.
Good shout.
And it is Karis Hughes going to take the kick. She's on 44 points already. Super kicker. A difficult kick for Karis there, just coming round, just catching the inside of the boot and coming round it. So first try to Gwalia, 5-0.
Yes.
Excellent tight play there. And we restart. Again, great kick there by Briar McNamara.
We've got no
Yeah,
touch.
a little bit deeper on this one again, but again that wind, maybe the sun as well, just causing a few issues and not getting a clean catch on that. Be interesting to see if Glasgow just put someone up here with the wind. They give themselves a possibility of getting a knot straight even if they don't get the ball.
And they did compete, but Di Napoli takes the ball well, tight head prop, good surge forward, and they'll be looking to clear their lines. Box kicks charged down,
Touchdown 5. Back off
just
one.
going in behind.
Back off
Warriors have possession. And Briar McNamara feeding there, Orla Proctor. Again, ball just being a bit loose. I think that wind is causing problems with those, just the timing and the passes there. Glasgow did well to tidy that line up, but opportunity here for Gwalia to relieve the pressure.
Yeah, good to see Glasgow going straight to their backs there with some space on the outside, but yeah, just not quite as sharp as you'd like. And the wind can probably, some of those longer passes, you want to put it in front so it can sort of pull back into the hands of your supporters. If you put it too much, it maybe just not quite feeling it just right.
The stand does give some element of protection. And it's a great take by Bryony King into the 15-metre channel. Such a threat, combining with Karis Williams-Morris. Has played centre as well, but effective in that wide channel. Hello Pierce, 2 players of the matches. Gets one of her first touches on the ball. And Karis Hughes looking to Maisie Davis. Really a standout over this past year. 2 caps for Wales already. And we're looking to add to that tally during this year's Six Nations. 3 tries in this Celtic Challenge for her. Really a standout at loose head, converted from back row. Going through the phases, Gwalia. Lovely kick through there by Karis Hughes. Poppy Mellenby manages just to fight her way through. Always just manages to break that first tackle.
Let that come. Thank you.
Good take there by Kubra. Glasgow looking just to clear their lines, getting organised.
Thank you.
Just got a turnover there.
Huge turnover, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were
Again,
going.
opportunity in the 22. They talked about the physicality of the breakdown, and they're being so accurate that breakdown as well. Lovely release ball by King. Williams-Morris tidies the loose ball, and it just doesn't quite go to hand. But yes, Sarah, you noticed that there, the turnover. Glasgow are going to have to be really quick on that ball.
Yeah, particularly in their own 22 as well. You don't want to be given easy opportunities to Gwalia. And the start of that attack came from a scrum sort of on Gwalia's own 10-metre line. Glasgow only put 1 to the left of the scrum, which gave it sort of an easy 3v1 for Bryony King to pick and a 9 to come with her as well. So
yeah, Glasgow don't want to play too much in the 22. Want to keep it sharp, accurate, and clear their lines.
That's a tackle now, 2 away. Good.
Molly Wakely sharp again, turnover ball, just alive to that opportunity. Gives Allow Pierce into the 22, and they'll be looking to get it wide. They've got numbers out on the left. Abby Evans reads it well, just knocks on the ball, but she read it well. She had to do that. There was numbers out there. Caitlin Lewis out in that left wing, outstanding there in the left wing, has scored a super try against Edinburgh and knows what a threat she is. See her there, that breakdown, we talked about that again. Molly Wakely on it.
Yeah, 3 turnovers for Gwalia so far.
See these lineouts, right?
They're really eager to get into those rucks and get the turnovers, but it's something that we've seen across Gwalia's game so far, so it shouldn't be a surprise for Glasgow. And really, if they're playing into the wind in this first half, they're not going to get any easy meters, so they really have to be looking after the ball and not giving it up in that kind of position.
Strong there from Gwalia, looking for that left channel. Anderson Thomas feeds Lewis. Always cuts back inside. Makes 5 metres. Yeah, just there we go. Ala Pierce just driving through. Good defence there by Glasgow. Aisha Sutcliffe trying to get the ball. Possession still. Maisie Davis with Denapoli, her front row colleague. Jones spots a gap. Again, that was sharper play there by Glasgow. Huge turnover there by Glasgow. Mary McDonald, captain's role there. They know you've talked about that, Sarah. They know they have to be on it. Shan Jones is looking lively, sniping around those edges.
Yeah, definitely. She's backing herself to take those spaces when they're offered to her. So Glasgow just need to be aware of when they're offering those gaps to her.
Just the offload there, Poppy Mellenby doesn't quite go to hand in the wide channel. And it's a turnover there, so yeah, just the pressure there from Gwalia, and maybe Glasgow again just playing too much rugby in the 22.
Yeah, you can see they've just got a penalty there and an opportunity to relieve their lines, but obviously the wind down there is playing into the decision making, and they decided not to go for a kick to touch at that point. But once you've made that decision, you really got to keep the ball and execute whatever exit that you want to, whether that's a run-in exit, but just looking for an offload and a sort of line break winner straight away is not going to be, on first phase, is not going to present an opportunity all the time.
Scrum Gwalia. Anderson Thomas, lovely pass out to Hughes, finding Williams Morris coming off that right wing, but right wing Abby Evans has the turnover, both sides turning each other's ball. Finding her way through, but again just a little knock on. Yeah, it's going to be hard work against the wind, trying to get out the 22 with the strong carries. It's got to be sharp, accurate and quick to get out the 22.
Yeah, I've been very happy so far.
Maisie Davis just taking up her position there, playing against Katie Lindsay. Katie Lindsay and Aisha Sutcliffe providing really good front row for Glasgow, and combining with Poppy Fletcher at number 1 on her first start today for Glasgow. Poppy played against Edinburgh last year, played for Edinburgh last year, and a great pick by Bryony King. Can she make it? Just held up. And again, Maisie Davis just lost control there. And it's Gwen-Ann Hopkins. Superb take by Gwen-Ann Hopkins. The strong carries. Great play there by Gwalia. Again, just patience. Going through the phases. Putting pressure on Glasgow in the 22 and taking that scrum, and just strong carries there we see, Sarah.
Yeah, just patient build up, a great first carry from Bryony King to get them within a metre. Then they needed one more. I thought they were going to make it with this carry, but they needed one more, and a big gap opened up. Just next to the post.
Yeah, Bryony King switching to 8 for this match, and she played 8 against the last time, and proving fruitful. And Hughes converting comfortably to make it 12-0 to Gwalia after 15 minutes.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of carries from Bryony King off the base of that scrum. She's really explosive and powerful, and has that acceleration to get away from the back row as well. So whoever's stepping up in that 10 channel for Glasgow, whether it's 10 or whether they switch Briar McNamara into that space to give a sort of bigger body, they've just got to close the space down a bit and not let her get that momentum, because putting Gwalia on the front foot straight away.
Yeah, you see Morgan as Shan Jones very composed in the scrum half position. Maisie Davis quite happy to carry, but have Glasgow turned over. It's on Glasgow's side if they can.
Don't play that, Seven. Good
Yeah,
work.
and it's played away by Kubra. Lovely take by Kubra there, and an opportunity
Tackle!
right up to the 22.
Great step. Thank you.
Ainsworth, lovely pass out. Opportunity for McNamara back inside. Poppy Mellenby coming in from full back, coming into that line at pace. Great take there. Aisha Sutcliffe in support. And again, switching it out. Katie Lindsay, huge carry into the 22.
No, you're off feet.
Warriors going through the phases. Aisha Sutcliffe, release ball. Out to Kate Yeomans. Emily Norville scored a lovely try last week. Just trying to find her way around this defence. And out, super take there and just in touch. Poppy Mellenby just
lost forwards.
Just not finding her way through, and a knock on and a scrum Gwalia. Good play by Glasgow, Sarah.
Yeah, really good play to carry up a few times and then look to pull it back to their backs and a bit of space. Their backs look dangerous when they get the ball in those wide channels, really looking to keep it alive. I like that little dart from Mary McDonald down the blind side. She scored a try down that blind side last week, and nice to see her just taking that opportunity to attack one defender and put Poppy Mellenby into a bit of space. But Gwalia look organised there though as well. They've been excellent over the breakdown, but in that period there they weren't committing anyone to the rucks. They were 15 people on their feet ready to put Glasgow under pressure. Some really nice decision making in defence as well, which isn't something we've seen consistently across the Celtic Challenge. So I think they'll be pleased with how they managed that situation, and they'll look to exit here as well.
Yeah, we've just got an injury break here at the moment. I think it's Holland Bogan. She's being attended to by the medics at the moment, and it looks like she's coming off.
Not driving down and much like that. Yeah.
Never nice to see. Been so effective for Glasgow, running the line out, and has been called up to the Six Nations squad as a day trainer. So hopefully this is not too serious and she can get attended to and get back onto the road to recovery quickly. Sarah, there you see Mary McDonald playing a captain's role there, talking to her team.
Yeah, definitely. She's captain today and was last time out against Gwalia and played in a bit of a vice-captain role, but she's definitely a senior player in this squad who drives the energy and drives the team forward as well, so they'll be looking to her for some guidance on how they manage the rest of the
Best wishes, Holland, best wishes. That's Holland off, and Aisha Samir comes into the second row with Kate Yeomans in her place.
No, we're just playing. We're doing it already.
Just number 19, Aisha Samir. University of Strathclyde, co-captain there, and also duels with Hillhead Jordan Hill. Really developed this last year, and a huge opportunity for her to play in the Celtic Challenge for the Warriors.
Crunch! Bind! Set!
Again, another steady scrum. Bryony King just so explosive with that, but just being scragged there. Ailey McGilvray in at that breakdown.
Yes! It's still in. Good decision. Thank you.
Shan Jones just taking her time. Huge kick, huge box kick by Shan Jones. Poppy Mellenby takes it, and Norville. Great there, defence there, holding her up. Aloha Pearce just right in there at number 5. Such an effective second row, and it's a strip. And again, so alive to the opportunity. Just bursting through there, and it's a take. And it's a lovely offload to Maisie Davis. They're in the 22. To Napoli. Strong carry into the 22.
Yeah, great work on the ground.
And then getting set, Bryony King. Pearce, who we talked about, nearly 6 foot. Strong, sister of Gwen Pearce, who plays for Wales as well, and Caitlin Lewis just not quite going to hand, but strong phases, and again coming from a turnover, Sarah.
Yeah, final pass just a little bit loose, dribbles into touch, but it's an exciting attack from Gwalia. You can see them working hard to chase. It all came from that box kick, a really good kick chase, and as soon as they get a turnover, they're sharp into action. You can see them getting excited about that transition and looking to get on each other's shoulder so that they can get those offloads once they're in behind.
Catch and Stewart, well taken at the back of the line out there, tidies up.
Back of the line out, we're playing. Fine, counter-up was good.
Hayes Jones just all being knocked on there. Pressure there from Glasgow Warriors.
You got scrum advantage.
Glasgow look to tidy and exit cleanly this time.
That ball's there.
Again, Gwalia.
Right. Right forward, hands in.
Just knocking on there, yeah, but penalty taken. So Brian McNamara, an opportunity just to get out of the 22 and reset. They are organised, Gwalia, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they do. Just a hand in a ruck there to give away a penalty for Glasgow, but they look really organised and they're desperate to get the ball back when they're defending. So they're really going after the rucks when they see an opportunity, competing in the line out, and then they're getting excited, which is great to see.
Yeah, Kubra, good take there at the line out. Just breaking away. Needing support.
Not on ball, on body, not on ball.
Great take there by Yeomans. Scored a try last week as well. McNamara trying to find and relieving the pressure there. That's a better exit play by the Warriors there.
Yeah, really good space to put the ball down into the Gwalia half and finally get a bit of territory from Glasgow.
Yeah, good stronger carries there, and shepherding at the breakdown as well to negate Gwalia's opportunities there. Good take, good line out. Molly Lake, the percentages for the line out for Gwalia was not good in the last round, but much better throw there by Wakely. Good line out. Anderson Thomas to Hughes, and here's the danger woman, Caitlin Lewis, got that speed. Jenny Hesketh out in that left wing, coming in at from full back. Welsh internationalist, one of 9 today, and again Anderson Thomas, good leg drive from her. She's got some nice pass on her as well. Again Maisie Davis, tip on to DiNapoli, again making yards. Isla Pearce, sometimes she releases it. Look at that physicality out the back, look at that. Hands, Karis Hughes, just not finding Kelsey Webster. And it is that final pass for them at the moment, Sarah, isn't it?
Yeah, just that final loose pass. Not quite going to hand. Karis Hughes there just taking the ball into contact, thought she saw a space and was looking to get the pass in behind, but Kelsey Webster was expecting that ball earlier than that and had just overrun it slightly.
But Isla Pearce, real hands, that one-handed flick out with her right hand, real basketball player. At number 5 for Gwalia Lightning, a real rising star for them. 3 caps last year for Wales, and definitely will be gaining more.
She's another one who's got a really good set of skills as well. She's powerful and in contact and explosive, but she's also got soft hands to be able to just put someone else into a bit of space once she's drawn the defenders onto her as well.
Yeah, she was definitely instrumental. Glasgow were winning against Gwalia down in Glamorgan the last time, and it was her ability to break the line, but also to put to the release ball, the variety there from her, the ability, the rugby IQ to do the variety to unlock that Glasgow defence.
Wouldn't be too surprised if she's got a wee grubber kick on her as well.
She's got 9 brothers and sisters. Gwen, one of them, but still under 20. Same with Maisie Davis, so really exciting times for Wales in that department. Cooper manages to get the ball away. Little offload there to Bobby Mellenby, just looking for space. Again, Glasgow don't want to overplay it in this 22. Frere Walker looking for space out in that wide channel. Just finding touch.
were in touch first, and then it was knocked on.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, exactly how to exit cleanly and quickly, Sarah, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're going a bit lateral in that area, Glasgow. I think when they've got half gaps in that space, they're sort of trying to make their way to the outside of that gap, and in the end they're just going sideways rather than forward, and running away from their supporters, which means they have to kind of offload to keep it alive to whoever they've got. And that's where it's getting a bit loose. So they probably just need to slow it down, maybe narrow it up for that first carry, and then they can, once they've hit up a few times, then they can look at whether they've got space to go wide or not. But it's just forcing it a little bit.
Just get your timing
and we've seen
right,
it.
and we're fine.
That last exit, Brian McNamara kicked it into the wind, and actually it didn't look that affected by the wind. So it's whether they go to what the natural exit would be, and see how affected that might be.
Opportunity here again. Paige Jones has been instrumental in that line out. Molly Wakely to hooker, just on the ground.
You are part of them all.
Glasgow being told to leave it. Catching Stewart getting the drive on.
Tackle man. Good work, Black, thank you. Good work, 3.
Again, Ella Pearce. Good defence there by Glasgow. Bryony King running the decoy line, and in they come.
He's all the way down. Tackle man. Good work, Black.
Shan Jones setting that platform for them. Gwen-Ann Hopkins, real physicality there. Good tackle by Zamir. Again. Shan Jones just organising her forwards. Tit line there, Bryony King trying to break that tackle. They'll look to go left. Anderson Thomas, Kelsey Webster checked back inside. Those strong centres. DiNapoli wants that ball.
Away from her.
Again, good take, good tip. Again, Maisie Davis on that ball. Ella Pearce. Is it Gwen-Ann Hopkins wanting a second? And again, pushing out wide. Karis Hughes finding Williams Morris, and the ball just quite going to hand.
2 knock-ons. First off Black, then blue. First knock-on only, scrum blue.
Yeah, just knock on there by the Warriors. First one too, as the referee said.
Time off as well.
First one by Glasgow. But again, really strong carries. They're very comfortable in front of the post going through the phases, aren't they?
Yeah, really comfortable. Their forwards carrying really well.
Yeah.
Interestingly, they're only needing one support player to blast over that ruck as well. They are so disciplined and clear about what they're doing there. Sometimes the second one's coming in, but the job's already done when they get there. And they're given a really nice ball for Shan Jones to move away to the next pod.
A lot of the Gwalia players played under 20s last year in the Six Nations Women's Summer Series, and I think you can see those connections. There's definitely the sort of awareness of timing, and especially in that forward play, going through the phase was very comfortable. And but yeah, it shows you how useful the Six Nations Women's Summer Series was for all teams last year.
Yeah, definitely, and even we watched some of the warm-up earlier as well, and that sort of pod shape that they are playing with today. They were running through reps of that, and it looks exactly the same when they're playing the game. Sometimes you can do drills in training and warm-ups which look perfect, and then you take it to the game and it looks a bit more unorganised, it's a bit slower, and it's identical. So they're really well drilled and clear about what their roles are, and they're getting themselves into those good shapes, which allows them to get go forward ball and then give the backs the opportunity to play into the space that they created.
See what they've got here. Bryony King at 8. Such a threat off the back of that scrum. She was the youngest female captain of a Welsh Rugby League team at the age of 18, and has also played for Wales at touch rugby, so a real star. But Murray just trying to get her. She's looking for space, still driving forward into the 5 metre area. And again, Maisie Davis, so comfortable on that ball, wants that ball, wants to score a try every time. DiNapoli doing well today, making yards. It's just held up. Good defence there by Glasgow. And again, resetting, going through the phases. There's Pearce. The initial contact by Aisha Sutcliffe, super tackling. Kate Yeomans as well.
some space in the wide if Gwalia can get out.
That mentality you can see in the faces. Aisha Sutcliffe, Katie Omans. Their defence was really good last week, Glasgow, and again they just want to raise it a level. They're going to have to, because the physicality of Gwalia is good today.
Scrum. Scrum called.
Yeah, really good turnover there. Glasgow really needed that because Gwalia had some space on the right hand side if they get it across, but a good decision to get into that ruck and get the turnover.
Yeah, I think
Keep an eye out. That wasn't not for us.
obviously Glasgow getting their first win last week, and I think they realised that this is a totally different game, and now they've got to, you know, that maybe those first 10-15 minutes, maybe the other game was still being played, but this is a different set of circumstances altogether, and that was a real fight there in the defensive set there.
Bind! Sit!
Donald feeding the ball in. Kubra at the back. And Glasgow winning the scrum pen. McDonald goes quickly. Ainsworth just trying to kick through. Williams Morris at 14. Super tackle there. Still in possession with Gwalia. And again, I love Pearce. Paige Jones just just going free there, and Glasgow in possession now.
Ball's there, bring a knock on. Advantage over.
Advantage now over from the knock on, and that's a great kick there. Glasgow need to get their kick chase right.
Stephen Wright, stop that, can we play? Always
And
inside.
Hesketh trying to clear
Backwards.
on McDonald. She's looking, she's checking, she's finding space. Kubra in the middle. Just fighting to get clear there, Glasgow.
Blue ball way back. Blue stolen it.
And again, it's a turnover. Turnover ball for Gwalia. So effective at this breakdown.
Let that come, thank you.
And they're happy to have patience and to get reset. And there's Maisie Davis, Isla Pearce,
Leave that now, guys.
and there's Jones trying to kick through. What a threat they are at the breakdown, Sarah. Glasgow managed to clear, got the kick chase, and then turned it over.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a little bit of a kick battle there. A good spot from Marion McDonald to get that ball in the air and then hope for the roll to put them into a good position, and then when we got one back I thought we were going to get into a bit of a battle, but yeah, I've been noting down ruck turnovers since Gwalia on 5 for this half so far. Really in and over that ball quick, in good strong positions. And
Great take by Kubra. Yeah, and that's what we're seeing very much so, that turnover. Glasgow just upping the physicality here at line out time. On to Ainsworth. Katie Lindsay trying to find some yardage for her team, get them on the front foot. Nice take there. And Norville, good feet out in the wide channels. Again, the counter ruck is strong from Bryony King. Really putting the pressure on that Glasgow every breakdown. DiNapoli, referee talking constantly. And again, Ainsworth, good, coming on at pace. Maisie Davis just making a nuisance of herself at break time. Good take by Kubra. Still only 18. Again, good pressure there.
Backwards.
McDonald looking for the wider channels. McNamara. And out to Abby Evans, a chance here. Just to stretch that Gwalia defence. They're so happy defending in close quarters. Again, look at that leg drive there. Gwalia just constantly harrying that Warriors attack, and they're back between the 10 and the 22. having to work so hard for any metres. Great line there. Superb line. Poppy Fletcher, absolutely outstanding. Finding that space. Brian McNamara, the inside ball. Just trying to get the timing right. Offside there, and a penalty, Glasgow. Great defence by Gwalia. Glasgow just trying to up their attack there.
Yeah, really good line by Poppy Fletcher to get that half line break as well. And there's a few times now they're carrying the ball to the line and looking for those tips. Some really good lines on the outside to make their way in behind the defender. I think they're going in ones though at the moment. It'd be nice to see someone making a break and having someone on their outside shoulder that they can look to tip to straight away, because they're making good yards, but then they can't keep that momentum going because they've only got one player into that space.
Yeah, or just the timing. I think Gwalia a bit guilty of, we talked about the last pass. It's just the timing of that, just like the little pop back inside or the wide ball. Taken by McGilvery. Looking to offload. McGilvery's and it's kept, ball kept. Glasgow still in possession. Again, Fletcher looking to drive through. Looking for some space out wide. There we go. And again, the dummy there from McNamara gets them into the 22. I think that's more effective for Glasgow if they can play that bit wider. Good take by Lindsay. Offside again. Hopkins offside, go for Gwalia. So again, an opportunity for Glasgow.
Scrum. Scrum.
They're trying to slip their forwards in.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can understand the thinking there. We've said the Glasgow backs in a bit more space are good when they've given themselves those one-on-one opportunities in a bit of space. So if you've got an opportunity to tie in all your forwards here, give your backs that one-on-one opportunity, then that's what they've taken here.
Yeah, I think so. Like, obviously we talked about last week, Abby Evans, both wingers scored last week. Emily Norville on her debut, and Brian McNamara is such a threat. So I think the forward pods it is useful, but Gwalia are just so happy to defend in close quarters, and they're just Maisie Davis just making a mess of everything. Gwen-Ann Hopkins.
4.5.
Was it 5 you said to turnovers so far at that breakdown?
Yeah, and there's one or two more that they would have got. That one there, I don't know if it's Shan Jones over the breakdown there, but they had a penalty advantage to come back for as well. They're really good in those close quarters when they see an opportunity, an individual runner or a slightly slow support player, and they're in over that ruck before the secondary player has arrived.
It's Poppy Fletcher just getting used to playing matches again. Hadn't played really since last October. Came off the bench last week, so really just getting into the swing of things. Co-captain last year for the Six Nation Women's Summer Series. Such a huge tournament in terms of the Six Nations under-20s, and you were allowed, I think, 5 under-23s. It are so important for their development to play high-level competition coming out from under-18 Six Nations as well.
Just out of shot here, we've got two Glasgow backs in behind the scrum, Katie Ainsworth and Brian McNamara, to swing either way.
It's a solid scrum by Glasgow.
And Gwalia lose it.
We got it. There we go. And again, it's a super kick. Norville having to race back. So elusive. Good offload there, Poppy Mellenby. Again, it's Bryony King in at that breakdown. Anderson Thomas as well. Katie Ainsworth just trying to get her back line moving. Molly Wakely just in that physicality with lovely little line there, fight to McGilvery. Just that support line and the timing lines.
No.
And again, it's a take.
Clearly across the chest.
Proctor just managing to keep possession there. And again, Katie Lindsay want to get those legs going. Such powerful drive she can do. Sutcliffe and out to the wide channels here. And we've got Kubra playing her rugby at Edinburgh University now from Biggar. Played with Mellenby.
Black scrum.
And it's a scrum to Glasgow. The Glasgow looking, I think, more aware of what they're trying to do now in terms of game plan. It's a different match altogether from Edinburgh match.
Yeah, definitely, and I don't think they're properly into the flow just yet. You know, I was talking about those single runners, and even on that far side there, we saw on the right hand side, you know, hitting a couple of short lines, but it's just a split second before the support can get there because that short line is just on its own. The out the back is a bit disconnected, and it just means that as soon as they've got a little bit of momentum, they then have to have that split second extra to hit the ruck to build again, and it's giving Gwalia enough time to get themselves on their feet and get themselves in an opportunity to press again. If they could get that short line with a second short line in behind as well, then you break the line and you've got an offload straight away, but also you've got that support there to blast over that ruck straight away, and the ball can be moved before Gwalia have got time to just get set.
It's the speed of organisation, isn't it? So you don't want to get too sucked in with that forward play. We've got Megan Hyland, there's a substitution. Megan Hyland's just come on off the bench for Isha Sutcliffe in the hooker position in that front row for the Warriors. Strong scrum by Gwalia. Really strong scrum. And it's a penalty for Gwalia, and they'll take that. Really strong scrum there. They just got the drive on right away, didn't they, Sarah?
Yeah, and this is a really important time of the game as well. That's an excellent kick.
Deep into that 22.
Yeah, this is a really important time just before half time. We've got 1 minute left to play on this side of the pitch. We don't know how the wind will look in the second half, but Gwalia will be looking to get as many points as they can. An extra 7 here would give them a huge amount of momentum going into the second half.
Huge line out here for Gwalia then. And again, it goes that middle ball. Glasgow stopped the initial drive and the ball's lost. It's on the floor.
Okay, it's play advantage.
Advantage being played. It's good defence there by Glasgow, stuffing that. So important to stop that maul at source, isn't it, Sarah?
It's a scrum, knocked on by Blue.
Yeah, that's a really big win there. You felt Gwalia were just building to momentum and they could have come away with another score in that visit to the 22. I don't know whether it was a Glasgow hand or just a little bit of a lack of accuracy from Gwalia, but getting that ball on the floor and then pouncing on it. And if our clock is right, then an opportunity to go into half-time only 12 points down would be a big win for Glasgow.
Yeah, Paige Jones, the second row, has been excellent for him in the line out.
Fine all the way
She's their
up
go-to.
to this point, okay? There's the mark. Get a gap you're happy with, and we'll go from there, okay? Yes.
Scrum penalty the last time, so Glasgow just be looking to really drive those knees and stay tight as an 8.
Crunch! Bind! Set!
Balls in, and McDonald, great captain's role there, just taking the ball as quickly as she could and putting the ball out, and that is the end of the first half.
That line was also fine, okay?
So currently Glasgow Warriors 0, Gwalia 12. 2 tries to Gwalia, 1 to Shan Jones and 1 to Gwennan Hopkins. One didn't convert the first one, and the second was converted by Hughes. Interesting first half, Sarah?
Yeah, I think pre-game you said you were expecting a bit of a tussle. I think that's exactly what we've got. Both teams being good in defence. Gwalia sort of the upper hand in attack. We've seen a bit more from them, a bit more expansive play. First try came from the forwards being well disciplined in the maul. We thought they were going to go over, but Shan Jones just took that opportunity around the maul to have a wee snipe and work her way to the try line.
Yeah, it was good feet by her. You can just see how accurate there Molly Wakely was, and she's quite happy just to wait. And there's Shan Jones at the back, isn't it? She's just quite happy just to organise. She's got great patience.
Yeah, she's really grown into it. Shan Jones played but for Wales in the Six Nations, and then has been involved all the way through in their summer warm-ups and their XV, and she really manages the game well. She's controlling her forwards, which leaves your 10, Cara Hughes, just to think about where the space is and when the backs might want to pull the trigger. And they've sort of built an excellent partnership as the games have gone on, and we've seen a bit of that today.
So thanks for joining us for that first half. It's Glasgow Warriors 0, Gwalia Lightning 12. We've now got 2 interviews with Katrina Finn of the Clovers and Holland Bogan of Glasgow Warriors about the lasting legacy of the Celtic Challenges, followed by highlights of Edinburgh and Gwalia Lightning. Join us shortly for the second half.
I started rugby in Nina Ormond RFC. I started when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I was originally on the way to go to athletics training, but I got turned away just saying that I was a bit too young, so I joined my brothers. They were getting dropped off to training, so I hopped out with them and never looked back. After playing underage with the boys, I had to move to a girls team, so I moved to UL Bows. I've been with them since I was about 11 or 12. I came into the Irish pathway, I think my first camp was when I was 15. I was involved in the Six Nations camp. They were getting ready to go to Scotland, so they let me join in and train with them. And unfortunately I was too young to actually travel over, but luckily enough I was then old enough to be involved in the under-18 sevens tournament, the European Championship in Prague that year, which was a great experience. I had a lot of fun, and we actually came third, so that was pretty cool, getting the sevens cap and also a bronze medal. So I've been involved in the Women's National Talent Squad for a couple of years now, and it's been huge for my development, whether it's training in the gym, doing skills on pitch or conditioning. It's great to see that development being put into the women's game, that it's really bridging the gap to the next level, and it's really helping some girls reach that green jersey. And I've had some excellent coaches with our S&C Lorna Barry and our skills coach Niamh Briggs. Luckily with the Women's National Talent Squad, we were allowed to train with the Clovers once a week, so it was really great to get a taste of that environment and that intensity, and just a whole another level up from playing under 18s. It prepared me going into my first year senior, where I knew the environment and I knew a couple of the girls, and they were all very helpful bringing in the younger ones. Getting to go to Canada was an incredible experience. I didn't even know that I was going to be invited up to be a part of the training panelists. I remember Niamh Briggs asking me, did I have any news, and I hadn't a clue what she was talking about, so she told me to check my emails, and I had gotten an email that I had been invited up to camp, so I was absolutely over the moon. It was a great experience over there. I learned so much off all of our coaches and the girls who were very, very nice, welcoming me in. Rugby has definitely helped me with general life, especially in the sense of leadership. Like coming up through underage, I was always in a leadership role, whether I got to captain Munster, and I also got to captain Ireland at underage, which was a great experience. Rugby has also taught me a lot about being patient. Just the way I feel is that I always want to try be the best at everything I do, but then coming up to senior level, you notice that there are other people that are better than you, but instead of just being hard on yourself and putting yourself down, you actually just try flip it over and see that, oh my God, I can learn so much from these people. Together, let's build a lasting legacy.
I was playing football at school because I came from Amsterdam and rugby is not really big in that country. So I was playing football at school and then I looked across the field and I was like, that looks way more fun. And they were playing rugby there and I was like, I'm going to get into that instead of football because I was awful at football anyway. I just like had to chase around the best player and mark them. So, and then I found out my dad loves rugby and I was like, great, I'll do this for a while. It's really special to like be a part of something bigger than like just something a part of Celtic. Like it's a brand and it's a club that's already been formed for a while now. So it is really important to like have a brand name under like a women's team, especially like there isn't many women's teams in Scotland. So it is really important that we have like a bigger like brand over us, and it's really special that Glasgow have like taken that on. And when I first found out, I was buzzing. I was like, I'm from Glasgow initially, so I was like, great, thank God I'm here. It's really great. I feel like we're all like kind of the same vibe, kind of same wavelength. Like we're all like, we get excited and we're all like up for a bit of laugh, but we know when to get serious. We are a new team and a lot of us haven't played together, but like we are still like, there's always good vibes and there's always a laugh happening and stuff like that. So I've been a part of the like national team stuff. I was lucky enough to be in there a few times. So kind of like working towards that, maybe a cap would be nice. So working towards that, we're definitely working towards the first win in the Glasgow shirt would be really, really special because it has been a long time coming. Together, let's build a lasting legacy.
Once again, Natasha Logan with the carry. Then we're going through the phases here. Sarah Denham out to our centre partner, Shona Campbell, and away to go up that left-hand side, and Edinburgh into the 22, and she'd score, and it is Shona Campbell, GB7's player. And just half a chance, and just showing the speed that she has. And with the game only 2 minutes old, Edinburgh with their first try.
Nice to see Shona Campbell there with using a bit of her sevens work. Knew she was going to come into the game like that at some point, I think.
Gwalia Lightning piling into that breakdown. They've won the ball. The best attacking opportunity of the game so far, and it's Alau Perth again showing her ball carrying ability. And they have gone in for the try. It was Alau Perth with the break.
That was a great try. As we've seen her do that exact same thing against Glasgow Warriors, breaking tackles, and I think there was a wee show and go before that, I think, to get that offload and forward. I think Edinburgh need to be careful here because they are going to run it.
Well, Maisie Davis with the tap, lifts the ball up to Alau Perth, and she's stopped just short of the try line. Back to the hooker, Molly Wakely. Very close this time, the try is awarded. And it is the hooker, Molly Wakely, who comes up with the ball.
She'll be happy to get that. Molly Wakely's first start for Gwalia Lightning. Close range, Gwalia are quite hard to stop, so Edinburgh need to figure a way how they can get underneath that.
Scrum down on the Lightning 10-metre line. All the Edinburgh back division strung across to the left. Clark out to Ramsey. Shona Campbell.
Leave the 9.
Edinburgh under pressure again, but they find space for Hannah Walker up that left touchline, and Hannah Walker showing her pace, racing away from Caris Hughes. And Edinburgh Rugby get themselves right back into the game. Hannah Walker with her 6th try of the competition.
She knows her way over the try line. I think now the highest point scorer in the Celtic Challenge. She was particularly strong in that first game against Glasgow Warriors, and she's just showed it again there. Again, just quick hands, getting it out to the wing. Really nice hands to get Hannah Walker, and then it is just, I think she's got forward and a 10 there.
Ayla Ronald goes to the front of the line out, and Adele Ferry, the Edinburgh forwards piling in, picking up momentum. This will be impossible to stop, plunging over the try line. And it is Ayla Ronald, the hooker, who gets Edinburgh Rugby's third try, and they regain the lead.
Textbook, really nice small try there. Great momentum off from, I think it was Natasha Logan who took that ball. And you see a real punch from all the players coming in behind. Ayla staying hidden.
A ball taken cleanly in the middle of the Gwalia Lightning line out. It's in the hands of Molly Wakely. She breaks away, the hooker looking for her second try, stopped just short. Good quick ball, pick and drive over the line, and the try is awarded. And it's Gwennan Hopkins, replacement for Gwalia Lightning, another Welsh international, picks up, drives over the line, and that came from the restart. Edinburgh not dealing well with it. Penalty conceded. Gwalia Lightning kicking to the corner, tips the ball on to Molly Wakely. Clark, the loose pass, Alex Stewart has to go all the way back to her 10-metre line to tidy up. Lucia Scott steps her way through, gets the hands free, finds Sam Tanana Kurikuri. That's brilliant play by Edinburgh. And Kieran Bell will finish off with the try.
Really nice try by Edinburgh there, just try to work it through the hands. They could see there was space out on the edge there. Kieran Bell will be happy to bring her try record back up in line with Hannah Ramsey. Bit of a fumbling ball here, but Alex Stewart get hold of it, breaks the tackle, gets it away. Good hands by Lucia Scott there, and feet to get it away and getting that final pass to Kieran Bell Ned. A really good
Ball
finish.
juggled by Adele Ferry, but she does well. Makes another 2 or 3 metres. Hannah Ramsey looking for options, goes through between the forwards. Lisa McRae out to Shona Campbell. Lucia Scott again, popping up on both sides. Hannah Walker steps off the left foot, off she goes, brushes off the tackle of Bryony King, and in she goes for the try. What a finish by the left wing.
Another great try by Hannah Walker. Her and Kieran Bell are fairly battling it out for the highest point scorers, but she had a fair bit of work to do there, battling off 2 defenders. Lucia Scott there sucking in 2 defenders, and then Hannah Walker.
It's another strong carry, this time by Canna Williams. A lovely line by Bryony King. The captain takes Lightning to within 2 metres, and back to Alau Pers. She'll be very difficult to stop there, stretches out that left hand, and over go Gwalia Lightning, and it's all square, 27-all.
Alau's been outstanding again. She's carrying really strongly and breaking kind of the initial tackles. I think Edinburgh are just not getting off the line. They're probably absorbing tackles a wee bit too much, allowing Gwalia to get that momentum.
Stewart,
yeah,
almost through the gap, taken down 5 metres short. This is Edinburgh's chance, very close to that try line. Pip Benson out to Hannah Ramsey, lobs the ball over the top, lovely hands by Lucia Scott. Shona Campbell almost to the line, taken down by Karen Lake. Over the goal, Lucia Scott is over the line. I don't think she's got the ball down. I think that ball has been held up. Unbelievable end to this game. Brilliant Gwalia Lightning defence. Agonising for Edinburgh. They were over the try line. Lucia Scott rolled on her back. Can't get the ball to deck. And Gwalia Lightning come away with the victory. The whole crowd on their feet over here. Unbelievable finish to this game, but it's Gwalia Lightning who win by 29 points to 27.
And welcome back to Scotstoun Stadium for the second half of Glasgow Warriors against Gwalia Lightning. Gwalia Lightning are winning 12-0, 2 tries, One conversion by Hughes, and an exciting second half coming up. Sarah, your thoughts? I think turnovers were key and the wind are key as well.
Yeah, I think Glasgow struggled a bit with the wind in that first half. They didn't really want to kick into that wind, so they were looking to run out of their own 22, which caused them a couple of problems early on in that first half. Gwalia will have seen that, whether they've learnt from that when they play against the wind in this second half.
And Caris's Hughes kick just going 10. And going through the phases, Maisie Davis, strong carry to start the second half. And Caris Hughes finding her forward. Paige Jones getting a good carry up to the 10-metre line. Caris inside ball to Katrin Stewart.
Not out. Good back.
Kick through.
Okay,
So if it's windy, to keep the ball on the floor, kick through. A good idea there, Sarah.
Yeah, a really good kick from Shan Jones as well. They're not really going anywhere along that 10, and just putting something on the floor there. Doesn't risk it holding up in the wind and puts them into the Glasgow 22.
We've got Jenny Scoble on for Gwalia at tight head, number 18 at the back of that line out. One cap for Wales in the WXV2 against Australia. There's a takedown by Glasgow. Megan Hyland just looking to tidy that ball in the 22.
Always in, always.
Dara Martin-Amara will be looking to use her boot. That's a good kick out of the 22. A good exit, and use that wind with her boot.
No,
yeah, she's got a big boot on a still day as well, so they'll be looking to use that wind to just eke themselves further up the pitch and into Gwalia's half.
Again, ball on Paige Jones. And it's out to Caris Hughes. Gwenam Hopkins, just a half break there. Strong in the tackle break. Up past the 10-metre line. Maisie Davis looking to play a bit wider now. Kelsey Webster finds Caitlin Lewis. Beautiful pass back inside, and it's Anderson Thomas that finishes. Superb play there by Gwalia. Through the phases, using the wider channels earlier, and then finishing off. Great take.
After that carry into the midfield, there was loads of space on this left-hand side, and really good execution to move the ball to that space, and then some great support play, keeping yourself alive on the inside to be there for that 2v1 to finish.
Yeah, it's the red one there.
Yeah, it really started with Gwenanne Hopkins breaking the tackles, as you said, up the middle of the pitch. Scored the second try, and just a strong player, playing at 6, can also play at 8. Caris Hughes, third conversion attempt.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Good strike.
Yes. Started off on the right line and sounded really good at that wind just coming away from those posts there as well, just probably impacted and pulled it away. But she's been kicking really well over this tournament. We spoke about it pre-game. It's kept Gwalia in games and given them an opportunity to score late on, but they'll be really pleased that they've come out in this second half against the win and got an early score.
Yeah, that's huge for them.
Right, scrum.
Kick off just going dead there. So they'll come back. And hard to judge, Sarah, isn't it? You've been playing against the wind in the first half and then second half.
Yeah, definitely. Those kick-offs, she's had to put quite a lot into it to make it go 10 in that first half, and then just tap it and it goes to the dead ball line on the other side. Just tough, but that's 2. They've just come out 4 minutes into the second half. You just conceded a score, and then immediately a bit of a mistake, and it gives Gwalia the ball back in a good position again.
Okay, get it right.
For this scrum at the moment, we've got Glasgow got 2 players on the left hand side with Gwalia having two on their right hand side, and in the first half we saw sort of the same picture. Bryony King was exploding off the base and immediately making it a 3v2 on that right hand side, so whether Mary McDonald will come round to the other side and cut off that opportunity, but expect them to go there again.
Nice offload though by King to Jones. Just finding out wide there again. Williams Morris out in the far touchline. Again, it's King. Those long legs just powering her way through.
Good work on the ground, Black.
And combining well with Gwen Ann Hopkins, really two exceptional back rowers playing here for Gwalia. And again looking for the little kick through, just putting pressure. Abby Evans does well. And they'll need the kick chase, and of course it's with the win and it's running in Glasgow's favour into the 22. Abby Evans with the chase. Hesketh evades the first one. But good defence there from Orla Proctor, and good kick chase there just to keep the pressure on. That's the kind of kick that Glasgow would be looking for.
Yeah, definitely. We weren't quite sure how the wind was whether it's going to settle or pick up in the second half, but we've seen a couple of kicks here which have rolled a decent distance, so it's certainly still there. A good individual kick chase there to put a bit of pressure on and get the ball back.
Megan Heinlein, just Gwalia compete well. Maisie Davis, good work on the ground, recycles it for Gwalia. And again, Sian Jones just always looking, taking her time.
Yes!
They've been told to use it.
Back up, Black, play on!
Yeomans has got it, great take there, pressure, good fight from both of them. And there we go, Ainsworth just looking to play a bit wider. Breyer straightening up, looking for support. And again, straight over at the breakdown.
Too long. Let that come.
Glasgow a bit lucky there.
Just managing to tidy it up. Fair Walker just pushing on through.
Not now, Blue, George.
Donald wanting it, she wants to play faster. Finding Mellenby in the wider channels. Just that little pass. Abby Evans doing well to stay in. Right in that touchline. Fletcher. Hello, Pearce. The double tackle with Jones. Fighting her way through. A lovely Fair Walker just itching away to the 22. Ainsworth wants it again. McNamara, she's a mark player today. They know she's the danger player for them. They're trying to slow her down. But Glasgow. Penalty to Glasgow. And that's a much better set there from Glasgow.
Maz, that's not your job, yeah?
Evans did well, just playing from side to side there, keeping the ball in on that right touch line, and now back down in that left-hand corner with a great boot there.
3 sub.
Yeah, definitely. They've kept the ball well for those phases, which is something they struggled with in the early parts of that first half.
Yeah, sub, come on the line.
Sub here for Glasgow. We've got Katie Lindsay coming off, and club captain Ailey Tucker coming on. She's put in superb 80-minute performances, and she'll be looking to make a good impact off the bench today. That's a good take there. Glasgow still in possession. Some Fair Walker. Aileen just managing to recycle there with Breyer. Just pop past there. Good drive there by Glasgow, and they've got penalty advantage.
You have a penalty advantage.
Finding Yeomans, can she get over? And it's a try for Glasgow. Lovely pop pass. Yeomans, as she did last week, getting over that try line in support, determined. Great try by Glasgow Warriors. First try of the day.
Nice patient build up from Glasgow in that as well. From the line out, they got themselves into a good position, and then a couple of really good carries, and Kate Yeomans finds herself in a space and an opportunity to reach over the tacklers and get herself over the line. Good finish there.
Yeah, I think it was Poppy Fletcher ran a shorter line, and I think Gwalia were interested in her, and it just created that little bit of space there for Yeomans. And a great take there by Brian McNamara, converting that try underneath the sticks. 17-7. Crucial time to score from Glasgow, playing with the wind, but they needed that one to get back into this game, especially as Gwalia just scored just after the break.
Yep. That's gone 10, that's gone 10.
Yeah, that wind really affecting that restart. Oh! I'm not sure what happened there. Hopefully that'll settle down quickly. There's no need for any of that. Fair Walker there, just trying to settle things down.
Bryony, we'll just keep you. Nice, we'll keep you, yeah. What? That's what I was going to say. There's absolutely no need for that for either team, okay? No need for the initial one from them both on the side that went for the ball. There's no need for anyone to rush in afterwards, okay? That is it. Okay, go over well game. Right.
Referee just calming things down and saying no need for that. So
was it knocked on? Was
a word. Captains will have a word with the captains of their team.
Okay, just a line out. Line out. Right. Where do you think I was going?
So again, Glasgow will be looking to get territory.
Yeah, I think a really good score to get Glasgow back into the game, but I think they've got to remember how hard they were made to work in that first half, and they will get more attacking opportunities in this half, but they've got to equally kill off any attacking opportunities that Gwalia get. Don't give them any easy meters and make it as hard for them as it was for the Glasgow in that first half.
Great line there by Poppy Fletcher after a well taken line out. Up to the 10 metre. Ainsworth, you can see her talking. She wants that early ball. She knows it needs to go quick. And again, just straight over that ball. Gwalia. Straight on with the elbows, not supporting body. Again, McDonald takes it quickly.
On body, never on ball.
Tucker just making good ground there. Here we go. Proctor coming round on the edge. What a break! Those long legs. Can she make it? Just short.
She's released.
This is what we talked about, and it's held up. Gwalia, this is their speciality. They just put their bodies on the line, and it's huge goal line defence there. And it's Jenny Hesketh, the fullback, last one up. Excellent work hit there by her, but excellent attacking play by Glasgow.
Yeah, really good break from Orla Proctor. She brought down just short. I thought she could have reached and got there or placed it back, but
let's play.
She's just taken too much time and got herself held up.
It's retaken. Again, it's hard for Gwalia going into that wind. It's a real wind tunnel here at Scotstoun. That's a great take there by McNamara on the edge. And she's so strong and balanced. What a superb try. 5 tries already this competition. That's her 6th try, and Glasgow's 2nd today. Excellent team play.
Yeah, we didn't speak much about Brian McNamara in the first half because every time she got the ball there was 2 or 3 players on her straight away, and we've seen her twice in the second half in a bit more space and seen what she's capable of. A couple of forward decoys.
It's the balance though. She's strong, but it's actually really, really good footwork. But the So Jinky, footballer as well. And it's just that last minute, be able to break that tackle and not bother her stride.
Yeah, and having 2 extra players on the outside there is the backs as well, just enough to take that defensive eyes away from Briar for a split second and give her those half spaces.
Unlucky, she just missed that one. I think she was that with the outside of the foot. She hit that, but just missing that one, and bringing it up to 12-17 here at Scotstoun. Great score by the Warriors. The crowd know they've got a game on their hands now. They're urging their team on. Gwalia so dangerous at that breakdown, and be looking to make inroads off this one. High tackle. And it's a yellow card for Alau Pearce for the high tackle. Head contact. She came in swinging with that left one, and so off she goes.
Have a chat, okay? That's not. What are you saying? Because I didn't catch that.
Yeah. So Gwalia down to 14 players for the next 10 minutes.
You said no tolerance.
Yeah.
Get into their faces. That's somebody go straight into their face.
Okay. Right. Blue. Sorry. We're going to step. Black on the line. Yeah. Just give me a step. Thank you.
Molly May Crab on for Gwalia instead of Molly Wakely. Excellent take there by Zamir at number 5. Megan Hindon really finding her straps there at the hooker position. Great 1-2 between Evans and McDonald there. Again, just setting it up. Yeoman's playing scrum half. Kubra just running into 2 really strong tacklers there. And again, the counter ruck. Always looking to counter ruck. Great tackle. Ball sits up for Lewis. She's dangerous. Really light on her feet.
Just a knock on off Black in the tackle. Knock on off Black in the tackle.
Gwalia have got advantage here.
Okay, advantage over.
Advantage now over.
Advantage over for the knock. Yeah, good shot.
And then that lovely little work down that right hand side there between McDonald and Evans.
Yeah, again, McDonough just spots a hooker on her own in that channel. The 2 of them go to there straight away, and then a really nice box kick from Larry as well, just to put them back into that 22 and make Gwalia try to exit
pressure,
with that wind
pressure, yeah.
From that position, and they've made a mistake, and Glasgow get another chance.
Again, trying to exit early. Came back off on Gwalia. Glasgow there, maybe just a couple of things not quite what they would have hoped there to keep the pressure on against Gwalia in the 22. Gives Karis Hughes just a wee bit of breathing space as she clears the lines from the 22. She's really hanging, her high kick really hangs in the air at the moment.
I haven't touched by nobody, so it's still blue ball. Yeah, go.
It's worked out in the end for Gwalia, but you can see the impact of that wind as soon as that ball goes up into the air. It's just hanging there. We've seen it in that first half, probably Sian Jones kicked more from the base, and she's struggling with the height of her box kicks as well to get any kind of distance.
Megan Heinlein doing well at the base there, and again just so quick. Bryony King right over that ball. Outstanding back row. The Welsh Six Nations team's not being there, the squad's not being released yet, but surely she will be in contention. Went to the WXV 2, Scotland played in that one too in South Africa in October. Wales beat Japan, came 5th, but yeah, playing exceptionally well today, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely. She's been over those breakdowns really quickly today. Really strong, not giving Glasgow any easy ball when they think they've got a turnover.
Yeah, any single runners totally targeted. You talked about that in the first half, the single runners needing going to at least twos.
Jump. Let's go, please.
Emily Kubra doing exceptionally well in the air there. Samir managing to break the clutches of King. Hands are on the deck there from Gwalia, but it's play on. And Gwalia have got the ball now.
Yep.
Looking to play a bit wider.
That was taken back in. Okay,
Again,
right.
Anderson Thomas, they must have talked about that at half time. The kicks through, the grubber kicks through. Well, that's putting pressure on. A smart tactic, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, just putting that ball on the floor and
Yeah, go.
forcing Glasgow to go back, and
Okay,
a
11,
little knock on
stop.
from Poppy Mellenby, who
11.
I think that might be the first mistake she's made of the whole campaign. She's been exceptional
Let's go, get set up.
every time she's played naturally. Probably a 10 or a midfielder and playing at full back at the moment, and she's not looked out of place at all.
No. Still at school. Outstanding.
She's another one who's just been invited in to train with the Scotland squad for the upcoming Six Nations. I know she's negotiating with her school and her parents about getting time off to attend training, but she's got a big future ahead.
Yeah, and it just shows you that players now can play in the minis, and they can come through, and they can be playing all throughout the junior system, and she's come through it bigger, so a big opportunity for her. Millie Warren has just come on to the back line, number 23.
Bind. Set.
I think it's Emily Norville that's come off from the left wing. There's been I think Proctor's gone to the wing.
One straight around.
And that's a big scrum penalty for Glasgow. Yeah, they lost one earlier, so that's a huge scrum penalty for them.
One. We talked about dominance before the game. Needs to be like that. You've just shot around.
So the ref just talking to
Take a
Maisie
line.
Davis.
Take a line.
A young prop herself, only 19, just converting from the back row about shooting round, so it's just like holding your line. Ailey Tucker has not played much at tight head at all. Came on for switched there for a few minutes last week, and great to see her being able to do both, because it's not easy, but it's possible. Gwalia manages to get that one. It's a real fight in that line out for that ball, and here they come on the left side, and there's numbers here. Caitlin Lewis, ball just nipping through. Gwen-Ann Hopkins trying to find a way through that line. Jenny Scoville wants her hands on the ball. Great double tackle there by the Warriors. Megan Heinlein and Ailey Tucker fronting up. Looking for space. Paige Jones just trying to drive her team forward. Not rolling away, and it's taken quickly. Paige Jones sees the opportunity. Keeping ball in hand. They'll go down the right. Bryony King just fighting her way through. In that 22.
Good.
Maisie Davis offering herself as she does, that tip line to Katrin Stewart. And again, big tackle by Ailey Tucker and Megan Heinlein. Great technique, and they've put her down safely. Ball again through Karis Hughes. An opportunity here for the counter attack.
Still under pressure, knock on advantage.
Playing under advantage. Ball goes to Abby Evans.
Okay, advantage over.
And McNamara trying to find that territory that Glasgow need. Can they get the kick chase? Can they get that pressure on? Hesketh with the gather. And that's a sound kick by Jenny Hesketh. Not easy in these conditions, Sarah.
Yeah, and a really good chase from Emily Kubra and Freya Walker to put under that pressure and make her kick, and that's a good outcome for Glasgow there. 25 metres out now, and got another opportunity to attack. And earlier I was saying Glasgow in this half, they're going to get more opportunities to score, but they need to be executing a few more of them. I think there's been a few wasted opportunities where they've got a turnover and they've not put enough bodies in to keep the ball and immediately giving the ball back to Gwalia. We've seen how dangerous Gwalia can be if they get 1 or 2 opportunities, and at the moment with Glasgow still 5 points down with the win, they could do with just getting another score and then building that
smartly. Absolutely. You can see them here just gathering and just talking. Katie Owens was talking. I think she's taken a knock to one of her legs. I think it was when she scored that try. But they'll be talking, they'll be working out what they're going to do. There's just an injury break here. But definitely more momentum, and McNamara, we've talked more about her in this half, getting more ball. There's been a reshuffle. Millie Warren there just going to be playing outside of McNamara, as she did at the end of the Edinburgh game last week. Really lovely player, both in attack and defence. And you can see also Sarah, as a 10 yourself, just Katie Ainsworth loves playing close to the line. She wants that quick ball, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a 10 who loves to play on top with a bit of momentum. She's really good at fixing and putting other people into space. She doesn't like being under that pressure quite as much, and kicking is probably not her natural go-to, so that first half was tough for her, but you can see her coming into the game a bit more, and this momentum that they're getting when they're getting the ball is what she likes to play on. But immediately they've made a mistake at a line out when they've got another opportunity to.
I think it was a good option. They went shorter and they went lower, and it just didn't quite come off there, and it's going to be a scrum. So Allow Pearce
That's 59,
nearly, especially Glasgow will be wanting to get another try before they're back to the full complement with the yellow card.
Set.
But Gwalia hold firm. And again, it's Bryony King, ball in hand. I think she could play in numerous positions, couldn't she? She's just a natural rugby player. It's a good kick by Hughes. Not too high, but gives Mellenby an opportunity on the counter-attack. Out in that wide left channel.
Don't play her.
Kelsey Webster just been told to leave it. And again, driving forward, Glasgow. Ball's turned over by Gwalia, and Maisie Davis wants that ball, and she's on the charge again. Playing it out, catching Stewart that release ball. Karis Hughes looking for, give herself Gwalia some territory. Lovely little pass there for Abby Evans. And again, Poppy on that counter-attack. Can she get free? Great tackle there by Kelsey Webster. That's great cover from Gwalia. Good take there by Aileen McGilvery. She's making herself known in this game, growing into it. Offside there. Oh, there's a couple,
that's stuck in there.
Couple of players down here by the Warriors.
We'll give it back to them.
But again, opportunity for Mellenby just on that counter-attack.
Yeah,
let's just play it, and then we'll
with a
make a decision
broken
on that.
defence, she's been really, really good. We saw there was a score against Wolfhounds here a few weeks ago.
Good skills by Hethka. Right over her head.
Brian McNamara just putting enough on there as well to make sure she can quite keep that ball in. And 6 metres out is a great place for them to be attacking from.
And that's the yellow card over. Allo Pearce is back on, and Lily Terry is on for Paige Jones. Paige Jones has played exceptionally well, especially in the line out for Gwalia. But Lily Terry, who sometimes partners Pearce, is back and performing that second row partnership.
Sorry? Yes, you still need a receiver. Okay, thank you. We just needed to make that obvious. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Highland with the throw. Just a miscommunication there, but Tucker tidies, takes it into the 5 metre. Kubra, lovely line there by Poppy Fletcher.
No.
Just short of the line. And picks up. And it's a try. I think it's Aisha Samir for her first try for Glasgow Warriors, and she's absolutely delighted. Look how much that means to her. Fantastic play by the Warriors there. Great tidy by Ailey Tucker off the back of that line out, and Poppy Fletcher doing her bit as well. And that brings it level to 17-all with McNamara with the conversion. Third try for the Warriors. The wind is really helping them this half.
Yeah, really well tidied by Ailey Tucker as well. Previous line-outs, they've made a mistake and then immediately lost the ball, and she does enough to make sure she's got the ball and she's got people with her to support, and then a couple more carries. Mary McDonald organising the troops again. I thought Gwalia had done enough to get underneath that, but referee's seen a grounding. Glasgow very much back in the game.
Briar McNamara converting. She likes when it's on the right, more to the right hand side, and she did that just there, and it's 19-17 to the Warriors.
Time off. Yeah.
With just over 10 minutes to play.
I didn't see the whole first half either, so fair enough. Just hold that, just time off for a second. It's all right.
But just if you can secure ball and keep the pressure on and service that breakdown, because Gwalia are always just aware at that breakdown. Poppy Fletcher has been receiving treatment.
Time on.
She's joining the pitch again. Just a miscommunication there, Sarah. Just not what you want when you just scored.
No, exactly the opposite of what you want when you've just scored to take the lead for the first time with 10 minutes to go. And this game could swing on moments like that. I think this next 10 minutes is really where the 9s and 10s come into their own and start to control where they play. They'll be looking for opportunities like this deep in the opposition's 22, deep in the opposition's half, sorry, where you can look for a lodge play and an opportunity to score and just take it away.
Anderson Thomas coming into the 22. That's a great drive by her. And again, it's Bryony King fighting her way through. Players lining up on the right hand side. There's a lovely little pop. Caitlin Lewis, can she get the ball away? And it's Jenny Hesketh. I think it's just gone forward. Disappointment there for Hesketh. But Glasgow seem to be able to defend those areas a wee bit better.
Yeah, definitely. And you hope you've got your leaders in the team speaking to Glasgow now about what's the plan here. We've got a scrum, we're looking for an exit. You probably don't want to be chanting about scoring now. You don't score in these situations, but this is the opportunity you get to make an easy exit, to get down the pitch, and then you can look for scoring opportunities once you're further down. But you want as much control from your 9 and 10 here as possible.
And to win this first, win the scrum first.
And to win the scrum first, yeah. Sorry. You want a big push from your forwards first to win the scrum, and then you want the control from your 9 and 10.
And it's a huge scrum there by Gwalia. They've turned over the ball. And it's given Bryony King that option that she's so wanted, just running at that Glasgow defence. Allow Pearce is back on. Such a threat. Was off for the card. Back on. Gwen-Ann Hopkins. Scorer of the second try. Just lining up Maisie Davis. Dummy pop. Still got numbers. Patience. Pearce just so powerful. McNamara good in defence there. Listening to the referee. They come back to the right hand side. Again, it's Gwen-Ann Hopkins. There's number, they're reorganising on the right hand side. There's the pick and go. And again, it's Scobel at the back with the pick and go. Defence is firm. Trying to go over the top.
Tackle, short, let it come.
Bodies everywhere. Can they control it? That's a pop. Out to the right-hand side. Jones out to the right. And it's through. Superb line there. Absolutely superb line by Kelsey Webster. Just had the absolute patience going through the forward phases.
Yeah,
And Webster's first try for Gwalia Lightning. Sarah just so dangerous when they go through the phases.
Yeah, good patience again, keeping the ball. Some really good carries from their forwards, and then a big overlap for their backs, and they know when to pull the trigger. That all came from the good work from their forwards at the scrum. I was busy chatting about what the 9s and 10s were going to do, and the first job when the scrum and Gwalia were up to that challenge and getting a turnover there and putting themselves in a good position to get a score.
Cool, Angus, just send 18 on then.
And it's a fantastic conversion there by Karis Hughes against the wind.
Make sure they just go off the back, yeah.
Absolutely outstanding, which sees them go 24-19 up with just over 5 minutes to play. That's the bonus point try there for Gwalia, and we've just got 5.5 minutes to play. Say, I'm going to ask you in a minute for the player of the match, so you can have a wee think. And it's certainly
good work.
Close match here. 4 tries Gwalia, 3 tries Glasgow Warriors. Glasgow playing with the wind. 5 minutes to play. And it's a huge break again from Bryony King. Can she be caught? Outstanding tackle. Poppy Mellenby really rising to that 15 full-back position.
Yeah, leave it.
Sarah. They've still got the ball. And again, trying to find her way through. Hesketh. There's space on the left. Dali Hopkins has come on. And again, keeping possession. It's coming out left. Molly Mae Crabb. Good double tackle there by the Warriors. They know they're going to have to fight hard to get that ball back. And again, Ella Pierce at 5. Catchin Stewart looking to play just a pop back inside. Excellent ball there by Caitlin Lewis. Just finding her way through.
Committed to that tackle, that's fine.
Going through the phases. Gwenan, lovely take there. And Bryony King putting her hand up, as she always does.
Backwards!
Went back, says the referee.
Backwards. Clearly back out of the hands.
And again, Purse, dummy pass. Great tackle there, but she manages the offload. Lily Terry surging forward. Yellow boots. Nearly a turnover there.
Okay, turnover's fine, then it's knocked on. You're part of the ruck, so you can't play it. That's why
Gwalia
I've got your
ball.
advantage.
Turnover was good, but she just knocked it on. Sarah, an exciting passage of play, but first of all, your player of the match for today for the Celtic Challenge.
Yeah, it's been a really tight battle, and there's a couple of people who've put their hands up. For Glasgow, Poppy Mellenby's been exceptional in defence, and when she's been given some opportunities to run, she's taken them. She's been really good. I think Marion McDonald has controlled that game really well. She's put Glasgow into good positions to get back into the game. Then from Gwalia, I think Ala Prius has been good when she's been on. But for me, the Gwalia captain, Bryony King, I think she's been exceptional. She's got them go forward when they've needed it. She's really controlled that forward pack and got them organised, which has given their backs opportunities in the wide channels. So for me, she is the player of the match.
Well done, Bryony King. Yeah, outstanding. We've mentioned her name so many times. Explosive off the back of that scrum.
Time off, 6.
that pass not just going to hand. And line out now for Glasgow in the 22. Gwenna Hopkins comes off and Lottie Buffery-Latham comes on.
Not on the line out.
Just a knock on there by Gwalia. Difficult conditions, right? We were standing down there, Sarah. That's a real wind tunnel. You're just out of the lee of the stand, and the wind really makes it difficult for the line out time down there. It's a solid scrum, but Gwalia get the push on. Look at that. Huge scrum there by Gwalia. And that gives them good possession in the 22. Isla Purse is ready to go again. This is reset. Great play. Lily Terry making her way through.
The ball's there.
Buffery-Latham's just come on. Again, adding impetus in the 22 in this last minute. They've got the bonus point try. They're leading 24-19. Can they get another one? Great take that by Evans.
We're back here. We're back here.
Penalty Gwalia. They were playing penalty advantage, so a penalty here from that outstanding scrum. Standing up in the scrum. It really was superb pressure here, wasn't it?
Yeah, a great scrum from Gwalia, and I think that's probably been, the difference in the game today. We saw in the first half when Glasgow were playing into the wind anyway, Gwalia were not giving them any easy opportunity to get out of their 22, and similarly in the second half with Glasgow getting the wind, and the exit should have been a bit easier, but Gwalia have hit those scrums hard and not given them any ball to get them an opportunity to get out, and that's probably been the difference today.
It's a great take by Terry. She's come on as sub, but she's good on that line out, and it's a great drive. They're doing exactly what they like doing.
5 out.
Got under penalty advantage. Again, a little pop to Kelsey Webster. Score of the last try. Freya Bell's on at 22. Again, going through that phase. Glasgow having to work hard here in defence. That's a good take. Good leg drive. Lily Terry just coming round that corner, and she's got the try. She just manages to reach out. Said what a threat she is in the line out with the yellow boots. But excellent play there. Again, happy and comfortable to go through the phases, Gwalia.
Yeah, great patience again. I didn't mention Shan Jones when we chatted about player of the match earlier, but she has also controlled that game really well. Put them into good positions, and particularly in this area of the field, she's organised her forwards into the right places, giving them the ball in close range as well. She's been really good, and Gwalia get a fifth try, takes the bonus point away from Glasgow as well, secures the win.
And a kick for Hughes just in front of the post. And it's a great take by Hughes there. Excellent play there. And the referee blows for full time. And the full time score is 31 to Gwalia and 19 to Glasgow Warriors. 2 tries there just at the end, Sarah, for Gwalia. Glasgow were coming back. We're 19-17 up, and just a couple of errors just gave possession back to Gwalia.
Yeah, it really felt like Glasgow were coming back into that game in the second half, using the wind and getting themselves back into the game, but they were given lots of opportunities, and they just cough the ball up too easily in a few of them. I think overall in the game, Gwalia got 9 ruck turnovers. That's just too many opportunities that Glasgow have had to build momentum and give themselves an option to score, but it's been shut off by not having enough support at those breakdowns. So I think when Glasgow look back, they'll be looking at how many opportunities did they create, and where can they fix those little things to allow them to keep the ball and build those phases,
keep the momentum,
and get points out of those opportunities.
Absolutely. And just on speaking of the team, Holland Bogan, she was just off your shot there. She's up. She's on crutches, but she's up and walking about. Got taken off earlier, so that's good to see that she's up and about. But definitely, Gwalia have played so many tight matches and come out the end of that. And they were down. They were 19-17 down, and there they are finishing 31-19 up.
Yeah, they probably against all of the Scottish sides, they've had some really tight encounters, and they've come out on top.
Yeah, and so there we see the round 8 fixtures, 94-7 to the Clovers, which is absolutely outstanding. So that'll take them to the top of the table at the moment, and Gwalia consolidating their position. That'll move them up, and they're 31-19 against the Warriors in that second match. And then Wolfhounds currently, who were first, who are now second, who were second. Wolfhounds are playing Edinburgh this afternoon, and again that will determine the top 3. So it's between the Wolfhounds, the Clovers, and Gwalia who will push on. So Gwalia were at 25 points, and they are now on 30 points, and the Clovers are on 32. And the Wolfhounds are in 29. So it's all to play for with that Wolfhounds Edinburgh match. So all eyes will be in the High Stadium this afternoon. And certainly Gwalia are showing just how gritty they are, Sarah. There we have the table here. Wolfhounds. So Gwalia just after that win there, move up with 30 points, and the Clovers are in 32 points. The Wolfhounds are in 29, and they will be playing against Edinburgh this afternoon. That says 33, but they're in 29 at the moment.
I think we just had a flash up of the score at the Hive Stadium at the moment, so Wolfhounds leading that one, and that table is as it stands.
Perfect. So brought to you, so it really is exciting that those top 3 slots are really exciting, and we'll see what happens by the end of that match this afternoon. And then next week, going into next week again, all teams out next week, Saturday the 1st of March. We've got Gwalia playing the Wolfhounds down in Glamorgan, East Stradmanach, and then Edinburgh taking on the Clovers at 1 o'clock at the Hive Stadium, and Glasgow Warriors against Britton Thunder. A bit later kick-off, the men's match here as well next Saturday, Club of Origin, and that's at 3:45 next Saturday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And here are the highlights of the match, and join us later for interviews with player of the match and the head coach.
Just taking a look at the tries from earlier on, so it's a couple of tries in the first half. Sean Jones getting that first run off of the line out. Well controlled line out. Second try for Gwalia today came from a line out as well. A good build up, nice patient build up, a couple of forward carries, and going in Hopkins was the last carrier, getting herself over the try line and getting a score. This was early on in the second half, just after half-time. Gwalia coming out, all firing, a bit more expansive than some of their scores in the first half, moving the ball to the width, and then a really good support line on the inside by the centre, getting herself over the try line to make it 19 points. Then Glasgow bounced back, a score from Kate Yeomans from close range, followed by a try slightly wider out. Briar McNamara finding herself in a bit of space on the outside, and the two quick tries in succession to get them back into the game. This was the third try from Glasgow. Aisha Zamir, again from a short distance, getting over the try line and putting Glasgow ahead for the first time in the match. We were 19-17 up. But Gwalia hit back after that, getting a really good turnover and getting the ball into Glasgow's half. Nice patient build up. Then this was the last one, just over 80 minutes. Again, a good penalty and a kick to the corner put them into this position. Nice patient build up. And Lily Terry getting over the try line to make the final score 31 points to Gwalia Lightning, 19 to Glasgow Warriors. Stay tuned, we will get interviews with our player of the match and our winning head coach shortly.
I'm delighted to be joined by player of the match, Bryony King of Gwalia Lightning. Brian, what are your initial thoughts just finishing the match about the game?
Oh, we finished it on a high. We worked really hard. Those last 15 minutes, we made the game really difficult for ourselves, but yeah, we're buzzing. We came here for a bonus point and a win, and we did that, and it's a credit to Glasgow. They've improved so much, but yeah, we just really play for each other and play for ourselves out there today.
I know, especially we just noticed your work at the breakdown is absolutely outstanding and really got you the first three tries. You won 17-0 up. Is that how it felt on the pitch?
Yeah, so that's one thing that we make our strengths as a team, is that breakdown, try and make a nuisance out of everything, and yeah, I think we do just that. So yeah, it's a really big part of our game, really.
Yeah, and I saw you linking in well with Shan Jones as scrum half, but certainly we talked about that. One of the last scrums you did was a massive turnover. That's been a real point of difference. And did you enjoy playing number 8 today?
Oh yeah, massively. So we have grown up, yeah, as a player coming in, just trying new positions at 6 and 8, and yeah, just really enjoying what we're doing at the moment. So.
And especially with Six Nations just around the corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, with two matches still to go, you're really pushing for that. I think the Wolfhounds are winning against Edinburgh at the moment.
Yeah.
But how have you enjoyed the competition after all these rounds?
Yeah. Oh, massively. coming off the back going into Irish games, we come under as an underdog, but Gwalia, we love being an underdog. We love to show what we got, and yeah, like we're really excited to go out there and show what we can do and what as a Welsh teams that we can do and the talent we've got here in Wales. So yeah,
absolutely. Well, very best of luck in the last 2 rounds for those.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kat, well done. It's 31-19, but it was close right until last 10 minutes. Your thoughts on the game overall?
I think the first half we showed like what we're capable of in dominance and just didn't capitalise on some of the opportunities that we had in that first half. And I think all credit to Glasgow. They showed so much heart to come out in that second half, and they went ahead in that second half 19-17. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is that bravery and that relentlessness as a team. And I think for the girls then to come back and score 2 tries after we'd gone behind in a game we did have control of in the first half shows that relentless work rate that we have as a team.
Yeah, and I was talking to Bryony earlier about it as well. The breakdown as well was really key, especially in that first half. You've got super amount of turnovers. Again, is that something that you've been working a lot in training?
Yeah, certainly we know how powerful Glasgow are as runners, and we wanted to look at chop tackle and getting in there on the breakdown, which I think we did a really good job of the second half. And again, credit to Glasgow. I think that was something that they addressed in the second half, and they kept hold of the ball a lot more. But I think we need to look at our composure and our consistency. There's a few things that maybe we need to work on going into the Wolfhounds game next week.
On the positive though, I noticed that we noticed in commentary your sort of slight grubber kicks through. That was your tactic against the wind. Is that something you talked about at half time?
It's something that we've had in our kind of back pocket throughout the competition in terms of trying to develop a kicking game and a variety of kicks within the game, and especially in the women's game. And I think it's great in terms of from the girls that they've noticed that the ball was hanging in the wind, and they took that upon themselves to start then putting it across the floor. So it was great. But again, I have to say that Glasgow's backfield dealt with those kicks extremely well.
That's great. You're sort of saying that it's on-field management and not just, and that's what you want as a coach, isn't it? Just to hand it over to the players and manage as they go.
Yeah, absolutely. From the beginning, kicking variety and accuracy has been one of our key areas. And I think after two went up in the air and kind of weren't as accurate as we liked, then the girls took it upon themselves to address that, and then putting it across the floor was a great idea.
Great, and then two big matches coming up, the two Irish sides. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, certainly. It was very tight against the Wolfhounds when we played them in the previous match, with it just being a one-score difference. So we're absolutely relishing the opportunity for Wolfhounds coming home, and then we'll leave it to their last game then for the Clovers.
Great, we'll enjoy those two home matches. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
And that's all from us here now at Scotstoun Stadium. I hope you enjoyed the match today. Some really excellent rugby on show, and some more matches to come in the next two rounds. Gwalia against Wolfhounds next Saturday, Edinburgh against Clovers, and Glasgow here against Britton Thunder, 3:45 p.m. All the games will be watched live. That's all from us here now. Join us then. Thank you.